everyone, welcome back to Topaz Detailing here in London. I'm Thomas Howarth, the social media manager, and behind me is a very special Rolls Royce. And why is it very special? That is because the older brother to this car is probably the most famous car we've ever worked on. What on earth do I mean by that? This is a Rolls Royce Phantom 8, it's actually the facelift, the pre-facelift version, the original Phantom 8, belonging to the same owner. The car that he replaced with this one we actually featured on our YouTube channel 5 years ago, and that is our most successful ever video with over 27 million views. So the owner has replaced it now with the facelift model. There are a lot of differences on the facelift model, which we'll cover later in the video, but he's replaced it with this one and he's sent it to us again for the exact same treatment. We're detailing this car, we're PPFing this car, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it as well. I'm not saying it's going to get 27 million views, but hopefully it does pretty well. But next to it, we've also got a stunning Rolls Royce Ghost in green. This car's actually been sent all the way from Switzerland. The customer wasn't happy with any of the PPF places in Switzerland, so we sent the car to us here in London to get the best possible job done. Then elsewhere in the workshop we've also got two Rolls Royce Cullinans, both in black side by side, which is pretty nice. It's pretty Rolls Royce heavy workshop today. But later in this video we're going to show you some more, even more exciting things. We've got James Bond's car and we've also got one of the fastest cars in the world, both getting PPF here at Topaz. So stay tuned for those. But for now, we're going to jump into the process on this epic Rolls Royce Phantom. A little bit of a treat for you upstairs in the workshop. We've got not one, but three Ferrari 812s. Each of them is very, very special in its own way. First of all, take a look at this. Tailor-made Ferrari 812 GTS. This has come from one of our very good customers in the Middle East, and the colour is called Vintage Rose. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but this colour is just beautiful. It's a pinky champagne-y, complemented by a lovely brown leather interior. This thing is stunning. I can imagine this thing in the south of France with the roof down, just turning heads. Of course, also gone for the hand-painted Scuderia shields, silver wheels and silver calipers. This is perfect spec for me. I absolutely adore it. How could you get any better, you ask? Of course, you can get a little bit better if you go for one of these. This is the 812 Competizione, the lightweight, more powerful, hardcore version of the 812. Stunning car. However, it does not stop there. What have we got next to it? Finished in Rosso Rubino. This thing is beautiful. This is, of course, the open top version of the 812 Competizione. This is the Aperta. You'll notice a difference from the GTS over there. The GTS has got a folding hardtop. However, to save weight on the Competizione version of the open top, instead it's a removable carbon fibre piece. We actually showed you a little bit of a teaser of one of those on a green car from a few weeks ago. So completely different roof design on the GTS to the Aperta. So very nice to have these three lined up here. All three of these cars have been PPF. They're now just getting tied up, QC'd and made sure they're in perfect condition before they get sent to their respective owners. Just look at this pair. Let's look at this one first. This is James Bond 1960s gentleman's GT car. It is of course the Aston Martin DB5 Superleggera. Absolutely stunning car. This car's just arrived. It's going to be having our full bespoke paint protection film. This is a handmade car. Of course I mentioned it's from the 60s. It has just been restored, but it's still a handmade car. And what that means is no two panels are the same. So this front wing here isn't necessarily identical to the wing on the other side. We can't just mirror the pattern like we do with a lot of modern cars. We've got to pattern the entire car. You might have seen in the previous video we did with the AMG 1 how we pattern these cars. It's a very complicated process, and this is as complicated as they come. All these curves, and of course it's handmade. Next to it we've got very nice Rolls Royce Cullinan and Lamborghini Urus, and then this is one of my personal favourites, Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse. Vitesse means it is the 1200 horsepower convertible version of the Bugatti Veyron, which you all know and love, and this one is even more special, finished in blue carbon fibre and polished aluminium, and we're actually protecting the aluminium as well as the carbon fibre, and you can see the car's protected now, and the finish is indistinguishable to how it was when it came from the factory, which is a great thing about our PPF. It doesn't ruin the finish, but this car is just incredible. At the time it was the fastest convertible car in the world, doing something like 268 miles an hour. Just unbelievable. I absolutely love it. The spec on this one, tan inside, stunning. However, two very nice cars behind us as well, both limited edition Ferraris. Here we've got the Ferrari 16M. This is the hardcore lightweight version of the Ferrari F430, one of only 499 ever made, and they called it the 16M to celebrate Ferrari's 16th Formula One World Constructors Championship win, and then next to it the one of 999 812 Competizioni as well, which both of these are here for our paint protection package. So that was a quick update from the workshop. I know you guys like to see these, but let's now rewind to the Bugatti Veyron, a car that we're really going to focus on a little bit of the paint protection film process, and then after that we might give you a sneak peek of working on the DB5 as well. So let's go look at those, and I hope you enjoy it.
facelift Phantom 8 behind me. It is a beauty, absolute beauty. So obviously you've seen what we've done to the car. Let's go through some of the details of what makes this car special. Again, this is the same customer's car, the same customer who gave us his first Phantom 8 years ago. That went viral, as Thomas explained at the beginning. But I mean, this is epic. With the size of it, the sheer size of it. I mean, I've had a lot of cars here, and when you see them, and each one of them is wide or low, this is just, it guards a different level of respect when it's on the road. I mean, it's here in an environment where there's a lot of epic cars around us. There's Bugatti behind us, there's a couple of other cars here, but it holds its own. And let alone on the road where you don't see these kind of cars that often. So let's go through some of the details of this car and exactly what makes this different. There's actually quite a few changes, specifically in the interior. So the interior, I'll start it off with the interior first. So let's go through the differences. For example, on the interior, you have the switchgear here on the right-hand side. This is actually different on the facelift. And also something, again, in the back, where you got your armrest in the back. That's also different with the armrest on the back. So there are small changes that make a difference. So that had to get repatterned, but we actually put PPF on any part of the interior that needed to be protected. Because essentially, when you got a car like this, you'll have rings, watches, handbags, anything with a bit of metal, and the materials inside this car phenomenally expensive, so you definitely want to protect those. So let's go to the outside of the car and look at the differences. And the first thing that for me that I noticed obviously are the wheels. That is the first aspect that you notice, which is called the truly elegant disc wheel. And I mean, that's exactly what they're called, and they are truly elegant. And I love the fact they're disc wheels. And then we've actually put PPF onto these to protect them, because you can imagine from swirl marks, they're going to get damaged, some chipping, etc. I mean, it's not that this car's going to be going super fast, floating on the motorway, but it is what it is. You will have that. And then we'll go onto the front of the car, where I feel like the majority of the differences are. And the thing that you'll notice the most is the illuminated big grille. I mean, Rolls Royce is all about the grille and the spirit of ecstasy. And the fact that the grille is now illuminated is just another touch of elegance. And now when you look at the headlights match the starlight in the roofline on the interior. So it's actually also starlight on the actual headlight, which looks incredible. You've never seen anything like this on a normal car, on any car really. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this video. There's so much detail when you look at this car, from the fantastic paint job to the coach line. I mean, the mark they have here, for example, that goes down. The specification on this car, like the last one, is very elegant, extremely lovely, and it's just opulent in so many ways. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you enjoyed the process. And before I let you go, there's going to be an epic video, two epic videos that we're going to be releasing. One of a Singer, £2 million Singer, that DLS, that we're going to be showing you a process and what we did to the car. And also the latest hypercar that Ferrari have, the Daytona, the SP3 Daytona, where we have two in our workshops. And again, we're going to be going through what we did to those cars. There's going to be loads of stuff coming on our YouTube video, so keep your eyes peeled, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.